Hey guys, welcome to a new video of Bitcoin Edge, and today we'll take another look at the charts. And we see a little bounce for gold today, a little bounce for the S&P 500. The dollar seems to be consolidating a little bit, and the Nasdaq seems to be bouncing as well. Yeah, it's getting tight, it's getting exciting. The elections are coming up, and the end of the month is coming up. So yeah, taking a closer look at the Dixie, we are still under this big line of the big gay. So, like I've said it a couple times already, but the dollar broke out of this trend line. Right now, it looks like they're making a lower high, which is good. We want the dollar to go down. Over here is resistance. This is the higher high they have to break. And right now, they're kind of making a reversal doji, which is bullish for everything. So you can take some risk again, in my opinion. What else? The weekend is coming up, so fuckery is coming up as well. Week chart is something we can look at as well. And what do we see? We see a very bullish engulfing. So the weekly is bullish, daily would mean reversal. So. I'm still bearish. A look at the S&P 500 on the daily seems like a reversal candle, and they are very close to support. Kind of, I don't know. It is still a higher low, but not by a lot. But this candle over here looks very good. Let's remove it and let's take a closer look at what we would be targeting. Yeah, the 4-hour looks very good for the S&P. Bounce is very likely. We saw it on a daily candle as well. So yeah, they will probably bounce from here, quite sure, but this would be resistance at the moment. So yeah, it is really, are they gonna break this low? Yes or no? If they break this low, they are a little bit in trouble in my opinion. It would change a lot of things. That's the line they need to break to keep me bullish. Funding still negative, and that is very exceptional for me. I haven't seen this a lot, being it negative over here. We saw last year over here, look at times how extremely positive it was over here. And now lately we've been going up, grinding up all the time on negative funding. It's like they're fueling us. And you see, like when it gets positive again, you know, like we stall a little bit, but now it's negative again. So we are getting moves up again, guys. I'm just impressed. Of course, it is a very big resistance we are hitting right now, since it was last year's high. So, I mean, it is something to take in account, but I mean, this is a funny chart as well. Look at the volumes. Last year we had a lot of big volume. A couple of reasons play into account over there. Over here, margin trading in Bitcoin became much more popular all the time. A lot of other exchanges joined the game, but in general we could say a lot of Bitcoins are leaving the exchanges. People become hodlers or they just lose them. So generally, like a lot of less Bitcoins are stalled on exchanges. So yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. That's the inflation kind of thing. And you can see on the weekly, we are about to have an amazing green week again. Really, look, we've last year we haven't had a weekly close this high. So it is extremely bullish, guys, especially with the low funding. Like I said, I always like to look at the funding on the 4-hour because in my opinion that makes the most sense, because funding periods are always every 8 hours, either on a Bybit, either on a Bitmex or other margin exchanges. Most of them are every 8 hours. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, you always get a funding period. This is how I chart on the 5-minute time frame. I usually chart on the 5-minute on a low time frame. I have many screens. In total, I watch about 8 different screens. So yeah, I just have a big screen, 43-inch, divided up into 4, and then some other screens. So that's how I trade. Right now we are up against resistance and we are keeping touching it. So the more times it touches, the weaker it gets. So we are about to break it, in my opinion. Over here we see a double top, and triple tops don't exist, except we are now in the 15-minute time frame, so that is not that reliable when it comes to the tops thing, but it is looking very good. I was zooming out a little bit today, and you saw it probably already on my on my Twitter. I saw something like this, but I also saw at the time something like this, but we broke that. So right now it is something like this. And that is a very bullish pattern, guys. We could come down for another retest. I shorted the high of this wick, and probably I will get stopped out in this video. My stop is just above the 13,700 mark, but yeah, I will probably get stopped out during this video. I'm not sure. Would be a funny sight, hear my voice, how I react on a stop. Anyway, something else. Well, I'm not saying his name, but someone asked me, Bitcoin Edge, tell me, how did you trade the last couple of weeks? How did you make well, more than 100x in a matter of days? Well, right now I will show you guys. Wait a second, where did I have it? Yeah, this is the chart I posted on TradingView. From this moment I was extremely long, extremely bullish. Went well. I was long as I could be from over here. I was long already from 1050, 10500, sorry, and well, we can see what happened after. Just like I expected, we went up here. I expected a little bit of more rejection of it. Actually, we are grinding up against it on negative funding, and it's as bullish as it can be. So I will talk you through it a little bit more. Over here we had the breakout where we were looking at. Over here, well, we can draw it on different levels, but this is the chart I was looking at. I was balls long from here, long, and I didn't expect us to stall that much over here. I was long over here. I got stopped out. So from this moment I got stopped out. I was like, well, F it. OKX owner got arrested. Over here on 11,280, I longed about 50x whole account. I was sure. I was very sure. I kept trading a little bit, scalping. I always scalp when I'm in a trade. I do around, well, I trade the whole day. I'm not sure. I probably do more than 100 orders a day, even more. Anyway, I just, on little tops, I take profit. Little bottoms, I buy aggressive. I always buy aggressive, and I sell kind of linear. Just every $10 up, I sell a little bit. And when it comes down and I see a nice bottom doji, you know, something like this, I just like, whoa, buy, you know. And it goes up all the time. And then it just went up harder, you know, and I mean, I quit selling a little bit and buy more. And it went up like that, just all the way, all the way, all the way. And I think over here, I was maybe a 30x up or something. But I mean, over here, I kept buying bottoms. I kept buying, I kept bullish, you know. What was it? Yeah, it all went very well. And over here I made a mistake. Over here, I was really bullish. I made a really big mistake. I was like, well, we will keep 13k. So I started buying already from $13,100, and I started buying already with a lot of leverage. I'm not sure anymore how much leverage I had. I think 25 or 30x. And over here I was like, oh my god, like I was in trouble over here. I was very scared the whole day, and my liquidation was over here, just yeah, 12,720 or something. Over here I managed to buy more. I was like, well, try or die. I managed to buy more, just below 12,800, and then we went up, I went to sleep over here, very scared, woke up, and I was like, it looks good. Increase leverage, buy more. And we went up, and at the top I was at around 120x or something, and I was like, well, it's good, it's very good. I made a mistake as well. Where did I make a real mistake? Well, that was over here. Zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see it better. Let's go to the 15 minutes. And this is where I made the real mistake. Something, yeah, over here. On the hourly you could see that nice doji. I woke up, and usually when I wake up I'm like, increase risk. So I bought more over here. This looked like a really nice bottom doji. Other people were telling me, nah, it's probably going down. I was like, nah, it's going up. I bought more, got in trouble, sold over here, and then I was like, well, it's over. First losing trade after such a run. I'm out, took my profit. I did take a loss, of course, over here, but overall I was still very much up. Like, I mean, I don't screw up with compounding 115x with just one trade, but I took a little loss over here. Now I was like, well, I'm out. Took everything out of my account, and well, started next day. Of course, I can't sit on my hands that long. I started scalping a little bit more again, and now I'm back, but I'm not. I was having some trouble after this one. I mean, maybe my confidence took a hit. I wasn't really sure what to do, but now I'm kind of sure again, and I'm quite bullish. Yesterday I took quite a good trade over here, bought here, I think at 13, yeah, exactly over here. I was very scared, but I saw this power candle over here, so it bounced over here. I longed it with power. And yeah, that's about it. Right now, I'm in a little short. After this video, I'll probably cut it or I'll look at it. My entry is kind of good. It is about 13,650. I showed my entry on Twitter. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of good. I'm still in profit, but I'm not too sure. I mean, what first I was thinking, we are gonna make a retest on this one. But right now, I think it still can, but the pattern I posted on Twitter has changed into this now. And that is a very bullish pattern. First I was seeing something like this. I mean, I am still very much bullish, and the patterns are bullish. Everything Bitcoin is showing is bullish. And look, yeah, let's take a look at the monthly. I mean, look at this. A little bit higher, and we have the highest monthly close ever in Bitcoin. And that is amazing, guys. I mean, it's the second highest closing in Bitcoin ever. And what would this be? I mean, it would be just a little bit higher. And we closed it above last year's high almost. I mean, it's amazing, guys. Ethereum, well, Ethereum, it's really simple. This, we can draw it a little bit nicer, hope. And it's just dependent on what Bitcoin is going to do. Ethereum is not as strong as Bitcoin at the moment, but this is basically it for Ethereum. Ethereum is consolidating very much. You can see it over here in the VPVR. They're exactly in the highest volume area. Ethereum BTC is making a little fake out. It is not worrisome. I mean, my lines are not correctly on the dollar or on the point, but they are not looking that sweet on the daily, but I think they're close to a bounce because they can't die down that hard that fast, I expect. So yeah, I mean, right now Ethereum not that nice, Ethereum BTC, but I do expect it to go up again. Maybe a little stop run and another. Big support would be this level, of course. We can see it with the bare eye. Funding, I mean, it's very much still negative and my trade is still in profit. Funding, I always look at this, and I mostly look at Bitmex, sorry guys. So yeah, I am very much bullish. Daily is looking good as well. I love Bitcoin wisdom a lot. It lets me trade very clear stuff. So yeah, that's about it. You can take a look at this one as well, very nicely. I saw other people drawing other lines as well. This one is perfect, but I saw people drawing this one as well. And that one is a little bit different, of course. So yeah, that is about it for today. If you have any questions, let me know. In a short time frame, also like to trade on Bitcoin wisdom. I love it. So yeah, if you have any questions, how I trade, what I do, if you want to see my entries of certain trades, shoot me a message on Twitter or comment on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like, and let me know how the sound is on the video. See you guys again tomorrow.